Man, why do all the laptop computers that I see recently, including mine, have only USB Type-C? I need to plug in my keyboard, my mouse, my printer, my HDMI for, you know, whatever it is. It's got USB-A type connections and HDMI connections, and the computer doesn't have them. This sucks. So nowadays, computers are being sold with all kinds of connections, right? As long as they're USB Type-C. I mean, why? Only USB Type-C. This one does have HDMI, but yeah, most of the time, you're almost only USB-C. All these rounded rectangled slots, and you know that this is the future that we're gonna be moving towards on USB-C, but right now, you have all those other devices that need to use the USB-A type connection or an HDMI connection, not to mention these memory cards with all your pictures, your videos that you have to transfer from your computer or your external hard drive, and of course, your computer doesn't come with those slots either. Yep. Just a rounded rectangle USB-C gang here to frustrate you. Well, I'll tell you, I have an inexpensive option for you, and most of you have already guessed that it's a USB hub. By the way, let me throw up a disclaimer there that this is a sponsored video, as the company has provided me with a device for a review. I was not paid, but offered the device for the payment of my review. This review is of my own thoughts and ideas, and I was not directed by the company in any shape or form to change my review. All right, so what is it? Well, it's this guy right here. It's the, hopefully I'm saying right, SANZANG Master Type-C 8-in-1 docking station, model number SZPW-8P, and it's in dark gray. And it makes its connection to your computer via the USB-C, and it has a transmission rate of basically, 5 gigabits per second. It is a 114.6 millimeters by 44.2 millimeters by 15.7 millimeters thick. It's made up of ABS and aluminum, and the cable length is 0.2 meters. It has 3 USB-A type connections at 5 megabits per second or USB 3.0. The USB-C port supports a power delivery of 100 watts, and it is also USB 3.0 with transfer rates at 5 gigabits per second. The HDMI supports 4K at 60 Hertz. The Ethernet connection is rated at 1 gigabit. The SD cards on the front here will run at speeds around 480 megabits per second. And lastly, this device will work with almost any operating system type devices. So how much is it, right? Well, at the time of the recording of this video, it's $22.99 on Amazon. And it is currently down from $26.99. That's not very pricey at all. And just so you know, that's a 15% savings if you act fast. And also, I will have a discounted link listed below in the description if you want to get one of these for yourself. So who are these for? It's for those that most likely have bought a laptop computer in the last 3 or 4 years and they only have USB-C gang to deal with. And what I mean by the USB-C gang is that it has USB-C slots only on it. You can use it on your phone as well. If you have a Samsung phone like I do, you can use it to operate your phone in DeX mode. This is where you can turn your phone into a computer, and then you connect your monitor, your keyboard, your mouse, your printer, your external hard drive, and in addition, use the pass-through power to charge your phone while you work. Why don't you check this out? I actually show you. All right, guys, forgive the setup here. It's very rough, but I wanted to show you one thing that I find quite interesting, pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the dongle that I have for my mouse and my keyboard, and I'm going to plug it in. You never get it the first time, right? Boom, there we go. Now, we're going to go ahead and add, as I mentioned, the power delivery portion. I'm gonna add my 65-watt power supply. There it is. It's lit up blue. It's lighting up because the power is passing through. Then additionally, I'm going to take that monitor right there, and I'm going to connect my HDMI port to this. Now, lastly, I am going to go and take this and plug it into my phone. Boom. All right, now on there, it's gonna say, there it is, connected to an external display at the very bottom of the screen. And then hopefully, like magic, just out of the blue right then and there. Now, my mouse, you probably saw it move, but let me show you some more. I'm gonna go open Google. And let's go and search here. I'm just gonna type it in anyway, just to show you that the keyboard works. I'm going to type in YouTube and hit enter. Check it out. I just entered YouTube. Let me maximize this. I'm going to go to my YouTube page. Just for the heck of it, I'm going to go to my channel and let's go ahead and open a video. So we bought that cool NVMe SSD. It can read and write up to like 3,500 megabits per second. And then you think, okay, so we're not out here just doing YouTube videos. You saw my files. Go to downloads. I can open Word document and I can type anything I want. All right, guys, so you can see that hub right there. Samsung DeX. Makes your phone act like a computer and pretty much works like a computer. How cool is that? It can be used with tablets and even your desktop computer to expand the port options on the device. So with all that, this is basically for anyone that needs those extra connections to add memory card readers for your USB-C only devices. And you know what? Heck, even if you have other connections that are on your computer, like some of the ones that I have, you could still use this thing as a great add-on to add more connections if you need to. All right, so let's talk about the good. It's pretty well built. It's quite solid, especially for the price. It has 8 ports to provide all kinds of access. It has SD and micro SD slots for your camera's memory card. The USB-A is better at 3.0, which is better than the 2.0. The cable is quite robust and it looks of good quality. It has 100 watts of power delivery through the USB-C port. You can't see it now, but there's a indicator light that lets you know that it's connected. Now, obviously with the good, we got to talk about what's not so good. It is blue here, but it's USB 3.0. It's not 3.1, 3.2. So your transfer rates are capped at 5 gigabits per second. Be nice to see 10 or more, but whatever. I'd like to have another USB-C port because this one's mainly intended to be a power delivery port. So I'd like to have another USB-C you can connect it to. And this is not the device's fault, but everything is transitioning to USB-C. So soon enough, you may not need the USB-A and the HDMI ports because, well, to be honest, USB-C can do that now. This one's a bit minor as well, but it's a little bit bulkier than the other hubs, but in my opinion, not too noticeable. Although, if you have real estate issues, it may be important to you as one of the factors. Real estate, I mean space. Well, my thoughts on this are, I want to preface that we need to consider the price first and then consider the device. Now, with this in mind, this device is really good and quite useful for the computers and the devices that I have now. And until I need to change over to all USB-C, this will be in my bag to be used for all the connections to my laptops and my phones until there's probably some new connection that's developed and we all have to change again. The price is quite acceptable and will be, in my opinion, a great addition to your devices if you plan to get this. And you know, when this becomes obsolete, you could just toss it into your drawer, and one of those days when you go out shopping at a garage sale and you get yourself an old computer, there you go, you can use it again. Now, I do mention price as a factor in selecting this device, and well, that is true, but I have put this side by side with a more expensive device that I have reviewed earlier, and this one is just as functional and performs the same, and even in some features, like SD card, wink wink, right, is better than the other device. So to reiterate again, I will be keeping this device in my bag for future uses moving forward. A lot of times things like this aren't super exciting, but they're very useful. And you know, I want to thank SANZANG Master for providing me this device to review. And you know what? I also want to let you know that if you want one yourself, I again will have a link down below for you to get it. And with that, I want to ask you, what did you think of this product or this review? Do you have one? And if so, what are your thoughts? Also, did I miss anything that maybe you can add? And if so, let us all know your thoughts down below in the comment section. And with that, I want to thank you for your time, and I appreciate you watching this video. Have a great day. Yo, I want to throw a shout out to my boys over at Just Cuz Podcast. Y'all shouted me out. I just want to throw it out there. Keep rocking it, guys. All right, peace.